Howdy everybody, welcome back to Outnumber Barbecue. Today I'll be making this tomahawk pork chop. Now the process for making this pork chop started 3 days ago. Let me show you what we did. So here we are 3 days ago, and I have here this Heritage Duroc tomahawk pork chop from HEB. So first step, we'll get this out of the package and do some real light trimming. I'll start by taking this excess meat off the bone. By the time the pork chop is fully cooked, this will be overdone, so we might as well take it off now. Now we'll be curing this pork chop for the next 3 days, so the next step is to get the weight of the pork chop. And it's weighing in at 603 grams. Now the amount of salt we'll use will be 1.5% of the total weight of the pork chop. So that'll be 9 grams. After we get the correct amount of salt, we'll be adding an equal amount of white sugar. Now give that a mix and apply the whole amount to the pork chop. Since we're adding the salt as a percentage of the total weight of the pork chop, you can be sure you're not going to oversalt. This whole process is similar to the process they use at Perry's Steakhouse for their famous pork chop. After all the salt and sugar is applied, we're going to put this in a vacuum sealed bag. If you don't have a vacuum sealer, a Ziploc bag will work fine. Now this will go in the fridge for the next 3 days. And here we are 3 days later. Now rinse off all the excess salt and pat it dry. Now you can use any barbecue rub you like, just make sure there's not a high salt content. Start with some olive oil to get the surface tacky, then apply the rub. Turn it over and do the same on the other side. Make sure you get all the sides. Now I'll be smoking this today on their Workhorse Pits 1975T. We're going to try to keep the temperature between 200 and 225 degrees. I'm placing this on the pit with the bone side towards the fire, and we'll be shooting for an internal temperature of 140 degrees. Now it's been about 3 hours and we've hit 140 degrees. Now the last step is to caramelize the sugar on the outside. I'll brush on some melted butter and then sprinkle on some white sugar. Now I'll use a propane torch to caramelize the sugar on the outside. And flip it over and we'll do the same to the other side. let's cut into it and see how we did. Perfectly cooked and juicy on the inside. Let's give it a taste. Smoky, sweet, and the perfect amount of salt. That's a good pork chop. Well, I hope you all give this a try. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. And thanks for watching.